Hey, I'm Super Godzilla Final Wars here, and I'm back once again with another video. Today, we're going to be explaining on what could be like the perfect Godzilla versus sequel. Now, if you haven't seen my previous video, I basically try to explain what I think could be like a perfect sequel to Godzilla versus. Or the PS4 Godzilla game, or whatever you want to call it. I'm just calling it Godzilla versus. Because why not? But yeah, what I think could be like a perfect sequel to Godzilla versus. Like, this is what I imagine a sequel to this game would most likely be. So, basically, a few years go by and everything's all peaceful except with the new presence of kaiju. Without G-Energy, mankind found it very difficult to move on. Besides the fact, things are peaceful until G-Force gets like weird activity in like near the area where Godzilla was where the frozen Godzilla is at. The frozen Godzilla doesn't come back, of course, but instead a entirely new Godzilla emerges. And this new Godzilla is like Godzilla 2000, let's say. I don't know, I'm seeing an excuse to put Godzilla 2000 in there. Listen, I think it was a missed opportunity to put Godzilla 2000 in Godzilla Versus. Come on now. You can't, come on. Like, seriously? I think Godzilla 2000 would have worked perfectly in Godzilla Versus. But yeah, I would, yeah, yeah, anyways, as I was saying, basically, Godzilla 2000 is a more bigger, stronger, and more powerful Godzilla. He's like far more powerful than the original. Godzilla. And G-Force finds it difficult to stop this new, more powerful Godzilla. Because this new Godzilla is not only more powerful, but he's more unstoppable. And some new kaiju are introduced to the game, like possibly Titanosaurus, Varan, Manda, Titanosaurus, possibly Zilla. And maybe some returning kaiju, like basically some of the kaiju that appeared in the current video game, like Ingurius, Mechagodzilla, King Ghidorah, Mothra, Rodan, etc. All of those kaiju return, and heck, even the MonsterVerse Godzilla returns. With like a brand new design, like say, like the 2019 design. And it kind of goes much more of a different route, where G-Force doesn't have G-Energy anymore, but they kind of rely on a new source of energy. And it's the kind of energy that they thought that doesn't draw in other kaiju, but it kind of does. Heck, we can even say that they do a whole Godzilla Unleash thing, or even a Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee thing, where aliens come down and G-Force is currently battling like when they were battling like the aliens as monsters, and G-Force like realizes that Godzilla 2000 and Legendary are struggling to beat the aliens, and so they result in awakening the Godzilla that is frozen. They result in waking him up and unfreezing him, and as a result, it works. And at first, Heisei Godzilla wants to get revenge on mankind for freezing him. But after sensing the new danger, he decides to join forces with mankind and join the other two Godzillas, and they fight off the aliens. And let's say that the final boss of the sequel could be Bagan. Yeah. And Bagan is far stronger, and as a result, G-Force decides to turn Godzilla into Super Godzilla. Again, I would use any excuse to put Super Godzilla and Bagan in any kind of video game, book, or even a movie. So yeah, they turn, let's say rather, Godzilla 2000 or Heisei Godzilla into Super Godzilla, and they defeat Bagan and defeat the aliens, and the aliens leave. just like that, well, at first, they thought was going to go back to normal, but Heisei Godzilla has some unfinished business with mankind. But he is persuaded by legendary Godzilla and Godzilla 2000 to leave mankind alone. They have suffered thanks to this war with the aliens. And Heisei Godzilla reluctantly lets them go. Like, he reluctantly, like, just decides to leave mankind alone for a short period of time. And I think that would be probably a perfect sequel to Godzilla vs. Like, at first you do play as Godzilla and you do destroy cities and kind of do the same thing what you did in the first game, but when the aliens show up, you switch from Destroyer to Protector. And, like, you can even have, like, the option to stay as rather Destroyer or Protector. And there'll be a lot of playable kaiju, honestly. And I think that would be a very perfect sequel to Godzilla vs. Not only will this bring in a lot of new faces, but also bring back some old faces and try something new besides this destroying energy generators fighting monsters. At first it does end up becoming a Destroy City game, but when the aliens show up, it switches to a flat-out monster fighting game. I think that would be a very perfect sequel to Godzilla vs. But let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think will be a perfect sequel to Godzilla vs.? Or do you have the same thought that I have? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.